Hello, beautiful goddess. I am coming to you live because I wanted to tell you a little story about um, how I have been working with. I have this one client who is a Vietnam vet and um, has chronic pain and um, chronic rigidity and tightness because he suffers from Parkinson's disease, having directly to do with his time in Vietnam. And so, I don't know if you know about Parkinson's, but it creates this rigidity in the body and this perpetual tightness, and it's almost like the body kind of curls up and becomes really rigid and tight, and that unfortunately affects all different parts of the system, including the fluids in the body. And so we spend a lot of time loosening in sessions. And one of the things that came up in a session, this was several months ago, but I'm just getting around right now to recreating my light code wall. And so I'm adding to it, and I just wanted to bring you into this process of adding to my light code wall. So this is the light code that was shown. It's it was shown for as a representation of the complex nature of releasing the rigidity caused by the Parkinson's. And so even if you don't have Parkinson's, this sigil could be really super helpful in loosening up rigidity, tension, and just tightness in the body. And one of the things that I also wanted to tell you about, I mean, I know that this doesn't apply to my client who was a Vietnam vet, but I have seen on multiple occasions, um, when I've been working with somebody, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. And all of a sudden we're looking at this past life, and then and something happens in the past life that comes to the forefront of the session because we're working on something that's causing them pain, either their shoulder or their back or their, the hips, whatever it is that's causing them pain. I'm like, oh wow, you were stabbed by a sword, or you fell on a fence, and this and that and the other thing happened. And when we release the energy of that past life trauma, it has this magical effect on the physical body in the here and now. Because what happens is when we are in a past life and something traumatic happens, something painful happens, something that causes a sudden death, there wasn't time in that lifetime to release that trauma in the moment. And so sometimes if it's a very emotional experience, then it sticks to the light body, which is connected to our soul self. So that then when we're reborn into a new body, our new body probably doesn't have that same problem, but the memory of the trauma comes forward and creates pain in that part of the body because the body is telling us that we need, there's something to release there. And sometimes, no matter how much physical therapy you get, or how much yoga you do, or, how much wheat you stop eating to reduce inflammation, there's still a deep pain there that you just can't get rid of. And so if you have chronic pain that you've tried everything to release and you haven't been able to release it, there may be a past life release that can happen for you. And that is something that I can help with. So I'm going to put this beautiful soul code, light language sigil right up here on my wall. And I'm going to put it, let me see here. I want to put it right here. There we go. Super, super, super pretty. I love the gold. And I always use like the sparkly pens because it makes the light shine. It makes the light shine. And they tell me what color they want to be when I'm drawing them. And also, just so that you know, like it's really kind of interesting because the sigils don't appear to me like all at once. I'm just shown like little bits and little bits and little bits, and it unfolds, and it's kind of like this really beautiful unfolding that happens for me too. And it's I don't know, it's fun for me also. So this representation is something that will help my client release that tension even while we're not in session, like in between the sessions. And that's one of the things that you can do with these sigils is you can frame them. I have some of them that I actually do like I do the sigil with a little like explanation of what it is, and then a whole story of what it is. And I have these double frames, and we can even arrange to do a put that in a frame, or you can put it in your own frame. So anyway, the soul code sessions are really fun, and we meet on Zoom together and have a connection. I'll open up your Akashic records, and it can be about something specific that you have a question about, or it can be just a soul code where I just channel where you came from in the universe and kind of what your soul essence is. Some of these sigils are soul codes. Actually, this one right here. This one right here is a soul code too. It's one of my favorites. I love that one. Okay, so if you have any questions about pain or past lives, or you want me to just do an energy check to take a look at what's going on with you and see if I can help you resolve pain or tension in your body, or if you're already a light worker and you just feel like you just feel blocked in some way, or if you're just waking up to all of this juicy, amazing world, and you've taken a Reiki class, or you want to take a Reiki class, and you're just like starting to get all those healing energy juices flowing in yourself, and you're super excited about that. You want to have a conversation? Hey, let's have a conversation. You can click that link in the description and set up a 30-minute time to connect with me, and we can just explore what's going on in your life and see if there's some way that I can really help propel you into whatever's next for you. If that means releasing pain and that's like your whole focus, excellent. If you're wanting to propel yourself into, really identifying what your soul path is and connecting with that and embracing that and bringing that up to the forefront, I've helped so many women with that, and it's just the most amazing experience. Or if there's anything else that you're wondering if I can help you with, definitely set up the free call. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a great way to really connect with me, ask me questions, and find out if there is something amazing waiting for you that you just never really knew was on the horizon for you before. Okay, great. I will talk to you soon. Many blessings and lots of love.